I woke up unable to move, already gasping for air, with something crouched beside my bed. I knew what it was before it touched me. I grew up hearing stories about things that come at night when your body sleeps and your mind doesn't. My heart was already racing. There was no sound, no dream I could remember, nothing that should have pulled me out of sleep like that. I tried to turn my head. Nothing. That sick, heavy feeling settled in my stomach immediately. I was awake. I could see the room clearly. The wardrobe against the wall. The door left slightly open. The thin strip of light from outside. Everything was just like it's supposed to be. I couldn't understand what happened. I tried moving again. My body didn't respond. My breathing shortened on its own. Each breath was stopping earlier than the last. I focused on it, counting, telling myself it would pass if I stayed calm. That this was something I'd felt before. That it always ended. Nothing changed. My body stayed still. The room stayed clear. In that stillness, I realized this wasn't going to pass. That was when I looked fully at the space beside the bed. I saw something. At first, it was only a shape in the dark, low to the floor, pressed close to the mattress. It didn't stand out at once. It was just there, close enough that my eyes kept drifting back to it. I told myself it was nothing, that I'd woken too suddenly and my vision hadn't caught up yet. Then it shifted. Slowly. Now, I could see it clearly. It was folded in on itself, knees pulled up tight, spine bent forward. It stayed that way, close to the bed, close enough that I couldn't ignore it. Its skin was pale and dull, dry and flat, like it hadn't been outside in a long time. I looked at it, and then looked away, then back again, the way you do when you're not sure you're seeing something right. I waited for it to move again. It didn't. I waited for it to breathe. Nothing. I tried to scream. My mouth opened, but no sound came out. The thing stepped closer. Its foot touched the carpet without making a sound. My breathing stopped coming all the way in. Each breath ended too soon, cutting off before my chest finished rising. It lifted its head. I knew what it was then. I'd heard about it growing up. I was raised in a rural place where people didn't explain things properly. They warned you instead. Older neighbors, older relatives. Stories mentioned late at night, usually when someone complained about bad sleep. They said some things come at night and sit on you. That if you wake up and can't move, you shouldn't fight it, shouldn't look for it. They called it different names, depending on who was talking. The most common was the mare. They said it rode people in their sleep, took their breath, left them weak. Some people got over it, some didn't. It took another step and stopped beside the bed. Its head tilted slightly, as if it was listening to something I couldn't hear. Its chest moved slowly, shallow enough that it barely seemed necessary. Then it spoke. "You're awake this time." The voice was dry and thin. The mattress dipped as it put one hand on the edge of the bed. Long, thin fingers pressed into the fabric, nails flat and wide. The bed creaked softly. It pulled itself up without rushing. One knee came onto the mattress, then the other. The bed sank further. I felt the movement through my back, through my shoulders, through my ribs. It was on the bed now. I tried to move my head. Nothing changed. It shifted its weight closer, not all at once, but enough that the mattress dipped again. The movement carried through my body, pressing me deeper into the bed. Its knees sank into the mattress on either side of my thighs, close enough that I couldn't shift even if I could move. The pressure stayed there, steady, not crushing, just present. My breathing broke almost immediately. Each breath came short and uneven, my chest barely lifting before stopping again. It leaned forward. The movement carried through the mattress before I felt the touch. Its hands came down on my chest, flat and solid, pressing straight through me into the bed beneath. The pressure was there all at once. Not crushing at first, just firm. I tried to pull air in and it stopped short. I tried again. The same thing happened. The weight stayed where it was. It didn't hesitate. It didn't adjust. Breathing stopped happening on its own and became something I had to force, one shallow pull after another. Each one took longer to start. Each one gave me less. The creature shifted its weight forward. The pressure increased. Not dramatically, just enough that my next breath didn't come back the way it should have. My chest burned. I gasped, mouth opening uselessly, pulling in air that didn't feel like enough. It lowered itself fully onto me. It sat on my chest. The weight pinned me there. My ribs felt locked in place. My breathing broke into short, sharp pulls that barely moved any air at all. I tried to hold on to one breath. I couldn't. My vision started to darken at the edges. Its face hovered inches from mine. I could smell it then, a dry, stale smell, like rooms that had been shut for too long. It stayed there, close enough that I couldn't look past it. The weight on my chest shifted slightly. My next breath came in wrong. The one after that didn't come at all. I waited for my body to force it. It didn't. I waited for something to break the moment. Nothing did. Darkness crept in unevenly, coming and going in pulses. Each time it receded, it took longer for the room to come back into focus. The creature stayed where it was, close and still. The last thing I remember clearly was the sound of my own breathing stopping. I woke up later with my body jerking hard enough to pull me upright. Air rushed into my lungs in a sharp, burning gasp that made my chest ache. I bent forward, coughing and breathing too fast, waiting for my body to catch up with itself. The bed was empty. The mattress beside me was cold. Nothing in the room looked disturbed. The hum through the wall was still there. The strip of light under the door hadn't moved. I lay back down eventually, exhausted in a way sleep hadn't caused. My chest felt sore, like I'd strained something deep inside it. Even after my breathing slowed, it didn't feel right. Every breath felt slightly smaller than it should have. I remembered something then. When people talked about the mare, they never said it killed you. They said it took what it needed and left. After that, the day didn't matter much. All I could think about was the night to come.